Hi, good morning. I'm pre-recording today, so I'm going to show you my breakfast recipe for the day. Then we'll do some mat Pilates. I've never recorded and downloaded, so we're just going to kind of cross fingers and hope it all works out. Today, one of our favorite things is the crock pot, Instapot, crock pot, whichever you choose. We have an Instapot and a crock pot, but I've decided I love the Instapot better. Overnight oats. You don't have to put those in an Instapot. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. So this is 4 servings. It's 2 cups of oats and 4 cups of water. Simple. Right into the Instapot. Then 1/4 cup of maple syrup or sweetener of your choice. Our family loves maple syrup, and with this recipe, it actually goes best. 2 carrots, shredded, put them in there. 2 apples, peeled, cut up nice and small. And then because of like that flavoring and that vibe, cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, those all go great with it. And it's kind of how my family likes it. I slow cook it all night long, but we have done almost the same exact thing with just putting it in the bowl and letting it soak overnight and letting the oats take up the flavor of the carrots and the apples and all of that. Just make sure your apples get in there really well, because if they're not cooking, then they're browning and kind of getting a little nasty. It is one of the best ways to start the day with oats. It keeps your belly full. It's also great fiber. The apple and carrot, the carrot is, a great beta carotenoid. The apple is just full of fiber. Yeah, it's just a great, great thing. And most of the kids in the house will eat it. We love it. And that's that. If I have time after, I will put the recipe in the bar. I'm just not sure on time this morning, so I don't want to set myself up for failure. So I'm going to move this aside. You can have it, Bob, if you'd like it. And let's start by just warming up the body a little bit. Crisscross applesauce. Inhaling, taking that chest forward. Exhaling, rounding the spine. In and out here. Other things to do with your Insta oats. I mean, you could put chia in it, flax in it, honey in it, fruit. I love berry oats. It's one of my favorites. Also, if you're worried about protein, you could take your vegan protein and put a little bit in there. Oats have between 3 and 6 grams of protein per serving. So if you're lower on protein, that might be available. Coming back up to center, one arm over. Inhale, center, other side. Hey, could you guys turn off the grill? Thank you. Sorry, I was in the middle of something. I ran out of time. I was trying to figure out how to publish this video. Okay, then let's bring those legs out nice and wide. So the work of Pilates is all core work and lengthening. So on top of building strong, beautiful core muscles, we're also thinking about the lengthening of the muscles themselves. In my own personal practice, I do Pilates once a week. It's a great core, glute strengthener. Plus, with all the lifting and workouts, I need to lengthen my muscles, at least that. If you're not a yoga person, you can incorporate mat Pilates a few times a week and get great benefits. But between yoga, mat Pilates once a week works for me. Okay, let's go to lying on our back. Loosen up those hips a little bit and the glutes before we start. Feet are wider than the mat, arms are out to the side. We're just going to go back and forth here. Really, really working on that outside leg, bringing it into the internal rotation. One more time each side. Okay, then we're going to extend one leg, keep one knee bent, we're going to cross that over. Keeping that chest open. Really working on the rotation of the spine. And then inhaling center, moving to the other side. And then back to center. We're going to take the top of the back off the mat, bring one leg up, and then trade. And we're just going to go back and forth here. One more time each side. Then let's bring those feet down to the floor. Knees are going to stay bent. We're going to start with small bridges. For now, just tucking the pelvis. So we're bringing the pelvis up as a tuck and then rotating it, pushing the belly out and bending the spine. So it's a minimal movement to start. Just getting the pelvis warmed up for bigger movements. Okay, hands are down by the sides. Heels are as close as we can. Feet are about hip distance apart. Inhaling, coming up into bridge. Exhaling, coming all the way back down. Inhaling, coming up. So working with your breath at your pace. Making sure those knees stay over the ankles. Two more. Last one. Now the next time we come up, we're going to hold and bridge. For now, we're just going to keep the body level. We're not going to push through and create the bigger bridge, not until we're a little warmer. So for now, we're just working on the quad development and glute engagement. Nice deep belly breaths. Three more. Come in and out if you need. Last breath. And then we'll slowly bring the tush back down. Let's bring the arms out to the side again and twist over the body one more time. Just giving the back some more movement. Other side. We'll bring those hands under the tush, legs are up in the air. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, one foot down. Inhale, a leg up, other side. So nice and slow here. The knees can be straight or bent depending on your hamstring flexibility. Three more each side. Three. Feet are engaged, either pointed or flexed. Two. Doesn't matter, it's just a preference. Last one. Let's bring those feet back down to the floor and just let those knees go side to side. Yeah, let's bring those hands back under the tush. Legs are going to be straight up in the air. It's a four-part movement. So it's bend, extend, bend, and up. If you cannot extend, just keep the knees bent. Tap down, back, and up. It all works the lower abs. Sorry, bend, extend, bend, up. It's fine if it's low. You guys can talk too. You don't have to be quiet. Two more. Last one. Let's bring those feet down to the ground. Soles of the feet together, working on butterfly here, just letting gravity work. Arms are in goalpost. And we're just taking those nice deep breaths, letting gravity work. Notice the slight arch in your back. That's perfectly fine. And we're just breathing deep into those inner thighs, hip flexors. With every exhalation, maybe releasing just a little bit more. Okay, let's bring those legs back together. One foot down on the ground again. The other one's going to cross over or come up to the ceiling. It's your choice. We're going to do one-legged bridges. Arms are down by the side. Inhaling, raising the tush. Exhaling, bringing it back down. So working with your breath. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Moving right over to the other side. Cross the leg if you'd like. Inhaling up, exhaling back down. 2, and 3. Remember again, working with that breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's bring those knees into chest. Tuck that chin. You can rock back and forth, whatever feels good here. Okay, let's put the left foot down again. Right foot crosses over. We're just going to hold figure 4. So if you can't bring the leg in here, just put it back down. Slight pressure on the inside of the thigh. Slight, not forcing. If you're here, then tuck your chin to keep your neck in alignment. Couple more breaths. Let's bring that left foot down, cross the right leg over, and we're going to let both legs come to that side here, arms open. So we're getting a hip flexor stretch again on the outside. One more breath. Slowly come back to center. We'll move to the other side. Left foot crosses over into figure 4. Tucking that chin. Nice deep belly breaths, using those exhalations to release. One more breath here. We'll bring that right foot down, cross the left leg over, and we'll let those legs come to the other side. Nice deep hip flexor stretch. I T-band as well. Ooh. Use those exhalations to release. Notice where you're tight. And then we'll inhale back up. We'll set up for dead bug next. So arms are straight up in the air, legs are in tabletop. We're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg, resetting in the middle, okay? So inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, bring it back. Other side, left arm, right leg. Bring it back. So back and forth here. Use your breath to make the movements. Nice controlled movements. 3 more each side. Come out if you need to, then come right back to it when you're ready. 2 more. Last ones. Bring those feet back down to the ground, arms out to the side. Let's go. Let those knees go back again. Back and forth. We're going to come up on one side, resting the head. You can be down too if it's more comfortable. You can decide here. Lifting that leg and lowering it. So find your balance first, which I didn't do. Here we go. Lift. So bring that leg up as high as you can. This is my hip surgery side. It physically doesn't extend more than that. But if you can get the full range of motion here with the hips level and pointing forward, do that. Don't compromise form though. Don't come here. So we're totally level, making a lateral movement only. 2 more. So keeping those legs right where they are, bend the knees, press the heels together, and we're going to clamshell. So open, 2, 3, 4. Keeping those heels pushing together, that's where the work is, on the outside thigh, with the heels being used to make pressure in between the feet. 2 more. 2 and 1. Extend those legs out again. We're going to bend, up, bend, down. Bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Okay, bring that leg up again, and where you can, grab hold of it. Bring that shoulder down the back, getting that space. I'm going to balance myself a little better. There we go. Bring that leg up. Nice deep breath. Two more breaths here. And let's release that leg and come over to the other side. Extending those legs out the other side. When you guys get a second, could you turn off the water? Thank you. Legs are extended. Get that balance on the hip. Remember to make it just a lateral movement. 1, 2, it's in back. 4, 5. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Bend those knees. Heels are together for clamshells. Here we go. 1. Notice, was it harder on one side than the other? 4. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's extend those legs out again. We're going to bring the knee in, up, bend, extend. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. 3, 2. Last one. 1. Okay, bring that leg up again. Balance on this side this time. And get that leg extension. Nice deep belly breaths. One more breath here. Let's release that leg. We're going to come on to all fours on hands and knees. Hands are directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. On your inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Bring it down. So we're just going to work back and forth here in bird dog. Bird dog is a great low back and glute strengthener. Plus, it's great balance work. Three more each side. Nice and slow here. Reset in the middle. Find your balance again. 2 more. Last one. From here, let's push back into child's pose. You can open up those knees, let the low back really loosen. Take those nice deep belly breaths. Let's walk those hands over to the right. Open up that left side body. And then walk them all the way over to the other side. Walk those hands back to center. We're going to stay on the knees for a second here. So we're on the knees. If you have discomfort here, you can put a towel under, or you can roll up your mat or a blanket under the knees. So depending on if you have pain in which areas. On the inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Exhale, come down, child's pose. Inhaling all the way up. Few more. Last one. Coming back into that child's pose position just for a second. And then coming back up. Let's move into a plank position. You'll have some options in plank. So your first option is to have hands here, knees on the ground. Look at how straight my body is, so it's not here. Tush is in, okay? Shoulders are locked. The other one is to be here, extending the legs. The third option is to do either on feet or on knees here. So you can see I could still do it here. This will be the easy version, and then you can work your way into harder versions. For now, pick your place, and we're going to hold. Nice deep belly breaths. Core is totally engaged, glutes are engaged, shoulders are locked in. And we're going to take those nice deep belly breaths. 5 more deep breaths. Really focusing on the exhalations. One more. Then we're going to set those knees down on the ground, push right back into child's pose again. Loosening up that back. Okay, inhale, let's come back up. We're going to hold for 8 breaths again. I encourage you, plank is something you can do every single day. Working on how much time you can hold yourself. So maybe every time you do it, you try to extend just a few more seconds. So you work up into something like a minute or 2. Couple more breaths here. Notice the body's starting to shake. Most people will stop working when the body shakes, but your body wants this release. So even though it's uncomfortable in our body, it's really good for us. One more breath. And then again, one more time, pushing right back into child's pose. Head resting. Okay, well, we're going to work into side plank. Front plank works the front body. Side plank's going to work our obliques on the side. It's just as important, all part of the major core muscles. So you have options here too. You can be here. I've seen people kind of here. Okay, it can be with the arm here. And then this version. So you can decide. Hands should be under the shoulder. You could see mine was out at an angle. So we've got the best support when the weight is distributed right above the wrist and up. For some of you, this is not available because of wrist strength, so you can come down on that forearm. You decide. Both work the inside right here, and that's what we're looking towards. I mean, actually touch it. You can see it's fully engaged here. You can have an arm up. You can do hip dips. 2 more. Then bring that body back down. Let's move to the other side. Side plank is much harder than front plank. Okay, here we go. Bringing that hip up, decide where you want the arm. Decide if you want the feet together. You can stack them like this. They can be on top of each other. Let's try those dips. 1. Two more. And rest. Let's come to a seated position again. Legs are going to be out in front. Take that nice big inhale. Exhale across the legs. Holding into that forward fold. Loosening up that low back. Hamstrings. 2 more breaths. I'm going to come to the side for the next one. It's a 2-part series. This is a much harder move, so don't judge how much you're getting your tush up. Just try. Fingers are pointed in behind us. Inhale, tush comes up. So we've got reverse plank. Exhale, we're going to slowly come down into fold. Rolling up again. And then exhaling back down. So just working with your breath at this pace. Two more. The next time we're in reverse plank, we're going to try to hold for a few breaths. So remember, fingers pointing in, shoulders locked, lift that tush, just a couple of breaths. For those of you who would like a challenge, raise a leg, then the other one. Notice which leg gets harder to raise. Glutes are fully engaged here. There's the work. 2 more breaths. We're going to bring that tush down to the ground, lying back on our back. Arms are overhead. Let's give that full body stretch, just like we woke up in the morning. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, bring your right knee to chest. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, left knee to chest. Back and forth with your breath. Each time you bring that knee in, try to hug it in just a little bit more. Not really forcing, just helping. I found there's a huge difference between me being like, okay, a little light pressure and I'm going to make this stick. 2 more each side. One more. We're going to put our arms out to the side. Bring those feet up into tabletop. Very gently, just bring the knees to the right. Set them all the way down on the ground. Readjust the body, open the chest so the shoulders are on the ground, and gaze out over that left arm. Take those nice deep belly breaths here. Really working with the expansion of the belly in the twist. Doing these final release. What can we let go of? Okay, keeping those knees bent. We'll come back to center. And then I'm going to pick up my tush that moved a little. Come back into tabletop. And slowly rotate those legs to the other side. And then again, reset the body. Open the chest. Shoulders are on the ground. Gaze out over that right arm. And keep that belly, nice big belly breaths. Noticing where your tightness is. We'll take one more breath. Bring those knees back to center. Come up to seated position. Let's crisscross applesauce here. And let's slowly try to work those hands forward. We did the glute and back work, and now it's time to lengthen those muscles. Really breathing into that low back. Slowly walk the hands back up, trade sides in the front. And then trying it again, noticing the difference between the two sides. We'll spend a couple of extra seconds on this side that is unnatural to us, that we have to remember to do. And normally if you come up, you can kind of see you're imbalanced. You see how my good leg is down, my bad leg is up. If I switch the positioning, I can get them both down. So there is an imbalance there of flexibility. So keep breathing into that. Slowly walk back up. We're going to twist to the right. One hand behind the back, lengthening the spine. Other hand being a helper. Slowly unwinding here, moving to the other side. Left hand used to lengthen, right hand used to twist. And really working with that breath to get that full spine twist. And then coming back to center. I'm going to close today a little earlier because I need to figure out how to post this and schedule it on Facebook, so that might take me a few minutes. Have a beautiful few days. I'm going to also try to put the recipe underneath in the comment section. And I will see you guys Friday, 6 p.m. for Flow Yoga. Enjoy this beautiful day.